What's up guys, and welcome to a new video on Spartan ownership. Today I want to give you guys 10 tips to increase your mental toughness. As you guys know, Spartan ownership is all about becoming a better man, a better leader, and a better warrior, and taking full ownership over your life. And ultimately, the goal is self-mastery, being able to control yourself so that you can serve yourself and others at your peak potential. These 10 tips, if you incorporate them into your daily routine, will definitely help you create that self-mastery and that self-control needed. Mental toughness tip number 1, cold showers. Cold showers are a sure way of developing mental toughness and are easy to incorporate into your daily routine. They increase your energy, your testosterone, your HGH, and other great hormones and leave you feeling vitalized and stronger than before. Mental toughness tip number 2, unplug from social media. Social media is constantly feeding your brain with dopamine, thus making you addicted to the constant reward and novelty of information that you see. So therefore, unplugging from social media will make you be able to delay your gratification for longer periods of time, and it will also make you a more focused and more concentrated person that isn't constantly addicted to entertainment. Mental toughness tip number 3, read. Believe it or not, reading has been proven to make you be able to focus for longer periods of time than most people are. When you read for a nice hour or two, you are conditioning yourself to delay your gratification and engage your mind to focus and understand information and to process information. You're going to be way more mentally tough if you read every day than someone who spends their time watching TV every day. You're more proactive and you're actually using your brain. Mental toughness tip number 4, do mini workouts all throughout your day. Your body was not meant to sit all day, and let's face it, in today's society, everything is very sedentary. You probably study all day at a desk or work all day at a desk or have some sort of more sedentary job than is right for the human form. So I challenge you to do little workouts throughout your day. Do push-ups, do squats, do pull-ups, sprint up and down the stairs a few times or up and down the block a few times. By doing that, you will be building more mental toughness than the average person who sits all day. Mental toughness tip number 5, move slowly. Now, you may be wondering what I mean by move slowly. So, most people are constantly in a rush. As soon as they get in their car, they're quick to put their phone in the auxiliary cable and put their music on. They're quick to get in the supermarket and get their candy and food that they want. They go home, they kick off their shoes, and they go in front of the TV. You know, everyone is constantly moving impulsively and in a rush. So I challenge you to discipline your movements, to move slower and with grace. Move like a monk combing the forest. Move like a soldier marching down the street. Move with discipline. Otherwise, your movements will control you, and you will not control your movements. Mental toughness tip number 6, jump out of bed. How many times have you spent the morning in bed pressing the snooze button on, going back to sleep, pressing it on again, going back to sleep, and eventually you spend way too much time in bed, sometimes even oversleeping? I challenge you to simply jump out of bed, because in simply a few minutes of moving your body, do a few burpees, do a few sit-ups, do something to move your body, and it won't even matter that you jumped out of your bed. You will feel great. You will feel on top of your shit. Mental toughness tip number 7, download a chess app. Download it on your phone and play it. Play it every single day. Play it when you're in line at the grocery store. Play it when you are taking a shit. Play it every single day, because playing it will make you mentally tougher by forcing you to become a better decision maker. And by doing that little routine every single day, you will find your mental toughness and decision making abilities starting to increase. Mental toughness tip number 8, have a monthly challenge. Now, I really love this one. This is something I personally used to do a lot back then, and it is that one day per month I would dedicate it purely to mental toughness. So I would wake up nice and early, and I would spend the rest of the day doing stuff that makes me mentally tougher. Working out, sparring, doing martial arts, challenging my fears, doing things that make me feel uncomfortable, jumping in the snow, etc. The Spartans used to do a challenge to their young warriors where they would gulp a bunch of water and hold it in their mouth. Then they would have to run 10 miles, and then at the end of the race, they would have to spill out the water, showing that they did not swallow an ounce of the water. Hey, if you put some water in your mouth and run a mile, consider that a cool activity and a little bonus activity I'm suggesting here for your mental toughness day. Find anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, find things that make you feel tougher, make you feel stronger, and just incorporate them into an entire day of activity once a month. Do this with your friends, do this with like-minded people, and you will notice results. Mental toughness tip number 9, don't be afraid to get dirty. When I was about 11 years old, I was with my father in the garden and we were both eating sushi. There were about 2 pieces left, one for him and one for me. And I was really hungry and I was excited to eat the last piece when a mosquito landed on my piece of sushi and I began to get all uneasy about it, telling my father and begging him, "Dad, please let me get your piece and you eat mine because this mosquito landed on this." And he said, "Come on, son, stop being such a pussy, essentially, and eat that piece of sushi." And I just couldn't imagine eating that piece of sushi after a mosquito landed on it. So he ended up eating his piece of sushi and my piece of sushi. He didn't give me his piece. And ever since then, I started to habituate myself at otherwise dirty tasks. A lot of people are afraid of anything that is supposedly unhygienic. So they're afraid of sleeping on the floor, they're afraid of touching an animal, they're afraid of touching a worm, they're afraid of gutting a fish, they're afraid of going hunting, they're afraid of getting dirty in the mud, they're afraid of going through a walk in the forest, they're afraid of walking barefoot on the grass. As a man, you cannot be afraid to get dirty because stereotypically and throughout all the ages really, women were the ones that wouldn't get dirty because the men always took care of the job. So squish bugs with your hands. Do stuff to habituate yourself to the more grimy aspects of life, and I promise you, you will gain an edge in mental toughness. Mental toughness tip number 10, sleep on the floor once in a while. Seneca, one of my favorite philosophers, recommended that all people, rich, poor, alike, practice 1 or 2 days a month in poverty. So he recommended stuff like sleeping on the floor, eating a piece of stale bread, and other practices. The point is, habituate yourself to not always have your luxuries, because at the end of the day, you do have luxuries if you have heating, if you have a comfy bed with Tempur-Pedic pillows and an awesome warm blanket. A lot of the world doesn't have that, and mattresses are a pretty recent invention. I mean, up until the 1900s or so, I believe that mattresses were mostly made out of crappy material that no one would sleep on today. So don't take those things for granted. Spend a day or two every month sleeping on the floor, or maybe having a very stingy kind of meal or a frugal type of meal where you habituate yourself to being uncomfortable for a day or two. And I promise you, when you come back, you will be mentally tougher and you will enjoy your life a little bit more. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you like this video, please like and share, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know some of the mental toughness practices that you have been doing. And also, if you like this channel and you want to support me, I recommend you check out The Body of a Spartan. Check out in the link below. It's a book that I sell on my website, written by a man named Victor Pride. It is a bodybuilding book that I use for my own bodybuilding routine. And if you buy it, I get a commission, hence the channel grows. And that is at no extra charge to you whatsoever. So check out the book. It's a really good book. It has some great visual descriptions of each exercise that you can do at the gym that will also enhance your mental toughness, of course. And also check out SpartanAccountability.com if you are struggling with discipline. It is a program I have personally tailored to help young men with their discipline issues. It contains various packages where I personally hold you accountable to achieve your goals. So check out Spartan Accountability And hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you guys later.